So, but there is a difference between like that followed by infinitive or to and like that followed by ing. When I say I like to drink coffee, I like to drink coffee, it means drinking coffee is my habit. So when like followed by to, it means that you do something as your habit. But when I say I like drinking coffee, like followed by ing, it means that I enjoy doing something. I enjoy drinking. It's not my habit, just I enjoy drinking. So this is a difference. If you're going to talk about your habits, you use I like to. If you're going to talk about something that you really enjoy doing, you say like doing. Okay, ing, like plus gerund. Okay, so. Well, and okay, now let's get started on book. Okay, tell me about writing. Yeah. Okay, do you know anything about writing section, IELTS writing section? Do you know?
Section. I think that just I just know a little bit about this.
Of course. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about different types of IELTS. As you know, we have two types of IELTS examination. The first one is academic, and the second one is general. If you're going to apply for university, studying in university in the foreign country, you need to take an academic test. So, of course, the first task one of writing section is in academic test is about charts, maps, process, okay? That is really, it's of course, is something academic. Now, we are going to get familiar with charts and, of course, writing task one step by step and different types of writing. And, of course, we will do some factual tests, together, factual IELTS test together, and it's not bad to, of course, practice. Well, first of all, let's take a look at this. Okay, let me put the picture here. Okay, well, this chart is a bar chart, of course. As you can see, we have a title here. Okay, we have a title, Student Numbers at Local Primary School 2008. So this is a title of chart. And of course, we have another title like this, of course. We can divide actually this chart into some columns, and these can be column title. For example, the first one actually, and the second one, and the third one, and the fourth one. Okay, so we have different schools, and of course, I have a guidance here, boys and girls. Well, normally there is some information that you need to study, and you need to answer some questions related to chart. Well, let's take a look at this part. Okay, but first of all, let's talk about some, general information about bar chart and writing task one. So let me make it a little smaller so that you can see the board. Okay, and here. Okay, of course, for writing task one, you have 20 minutes. Yeah. You have 15 minutes to write and 5 minutes for proofreading. So 15 write and plus 5 in, okay, proofreading. What does it mean, proofreading? Yeah, okay. When I say proofreading, what does it mean? It means, of course, you have 15 minutes to write about a chart, map, process, okay, or compare maps, of course, about past one. Then you have 5 minutes to check. Okay, so you need to check your grammars, spelling. I don't know if you didn't write something, if you write something extra, if you want to remove something, okay, if you have a mistake in spelling, if you have a mistake in grammar, so you need to check your test. And after that, of course, it's finished. And you need to write at least 150 words for task 1, at least. Okay, 150 words. Well, now, considering actually this explanation, let's talk about this chart. Well, the bar chart below shows the information about the students' numbers at primary schools from exercise 14 part 1. Answer the questions about the bar chart. Well, let's take a look and try to answer the questions. What do the numbers on the vertical axis measure? Okay, so this is vertical and this is horizontal. So we have horizontal and we have vertical. So what do the numbers on the vertical axis measure? Okay, try to think of it and answer, of course. Let me put the picture here so that I can see. I'm sorry. Okay, let me put this one here. Well, okay.
I think that the vertical axis measures the numbers of students at 4 local primary schools in 2008.
Of course. Okay, very good. And now, tell me the second one. How is the information grouped on the horizontal axis?
The information group
About schools, of course, very good. And what do the different shades of the bar show?
I think that the number of boys and girls in each school.
Excellent, very good. And when was the data collected?
I think that 2009.
Okay, 2008, very good. So, as you can see, we need to pay attention to the details of the chart. Okay, so of course, you need to consider the information, vertical information, horizontal, of course, this part, the guidance, and of course, the year or the period of time. Well, sometimes we have two charts to compare, so we need to pay attention. Well, now let's take a look at the following bar chart with the introduction to text about, then complete the paragraph about the girls using the phrases from the box. Well, so first of all, let's talk about introduction. That is really important. So the first thing that you need to know about writing, okay, task 1, the parts of writing. Your writing, your text should include some sections, some paragraphs. The first paragraph should be introduction. So the first one, introduction. Introduction.
Yeah.
You need to paraphrase the question. What does it mean, paraphrase? I will talk about it. The second one is overview, of course. The third one, of course, main body or body paragraph. And of course, we have two main bodies, main body or body paragraph 2, 1 and 2. So your text will include 4 parts or 4 sections. The first part is introduction, that is paraphrasing. Okay, let me put facing the question, okay, or instruction. What does it mean? Do you know anything about paraphrase or paraphrasing? Do you know?
No.
Okay, that is really, really, really important. That is really important for speaking section. That is really important for writing section. Okay, so paraphrasing, I can say the most significant, the most important part for speaking and writing, of course. So let's talk about it. What does it mean when we say paraphrase? Okay, for example, I have an instruction, question, something like this. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to paraphrase it. It means I need to use synonyms, of course, and definitions to make a text easier so that it will be easier for the people to understand. So when I paraphrase something, of course, I use the synonyms, I use definitions to make something easier. Simple, but you need to pay attention. There is a difference between paraphrase and summary. When we say summarize, of course, we shorten the text. For example, I have a paragraph, includes 5 lines.
Yeah.
5 lines, yeah. When I summarize it, of course, when I summarize, it means I make it shorter, maybe 2 lines, just important details, okay? This is the definition of summarizing. But when I say paraphrase, let me write here, so this is summarized, okay? But when I say paraphrase, it means I don't make the text shorter. I don't shorten the text, just I try to make it, more understandable. For example, I say, let's make an example here. Okay, let's write. For example, consume out, for example, 150 pounds per day. Okay, this is a normal. Okay, let me put this here so that you can see. Giraffe consume about 150 pounds per day. This is a sentence. Now we are going to paraphrase it. Okay, something that is really important to know. Let me put this here. For paraphrasing, you need to know keywords and anchor words. Oh, what does it mean? Keywords, anchor words. What does it mean? Keywords are the most important words and parts of a sentence that actually can be replaced by synonyms. So they are really important, something like verbs. But we can actually use the synonym of them. For example, I have consume. This is a verb here. Okay. Consume. This is a verb.
Yeah.
This word can be a keyword because that is really important because it carries the meaning of the sentence. If I remove it, I don't understand the meaning of the sentence. And I can use the synonym for it. So this is keyword. And for example, per day. Yeah, maybe I can find a synonym. Yeah. And anchor word is a kind of keyword that is not changeable, like proper nouns, names, giraffe. Did I use the synonym? Is there any synonym for giraffe? No, this is an animal. So this is really important, but I can't change it. I can't replace it. So this is anchor word. 150. This is really important because, of course, it indicates the amount of, food that each giraffe eats per day. So I can't remove it, but I can change it. 150 is a number, so this is unchangeable. Well, so we know keywords and anchor words. Now, let's paraphrase the sentence. Okay, first of all, we write giraffe. Okay, this is anchor. Consume. Do you know any other word synonym for consume?
Consume. Yeah. This is spend. Spend.
You can say eat. Of course, consume, use, eat. Here it means eat, of course. Use and eat are synonyms for consume. So giraffe eats, okay, we can say about 150 pounds. I can't change it. This is my anchor word. Per day. Okay, what word can I use instead of per day?
I think every day.
Excellent, that's it. Every day. Well, so I made my sentence easier, but I didn't change the meaning. They have the same definition and meaning, but the second one is easy. This is the meaning and the concept and the definition of paraphrasing. Get it?
Yes. Okay.
Very good. Wow. Okay. Let me say something about every day. It is really important because normally most of the students make mistakes about every day, about writing, of course. We have, look, every day and every day. Okay, tell me, what's the difference?
Yeah. I think the first is an adjective and the second is a verb.
Great, very good, excellent. So you know this. Okay, very good. Well, let's keep going. Okay, just let me check. We're here. Okay, so we have the second part. Okay, look at the following board chart. Read the introduction. Okay, and try to complete. Okay, let me make it a little. Okay, larger. Wait, and put this here. Okay, now you can see it better. Well, try to complete. Okay, let's take a look at the board chart and try to complete the following questions.
Now I read it.
Okay, so can you read, or you need me to read it? We can do it together.
I can read it. Yeah.
Okay, of course, let me read it. This bar chart shows the numbers in thousands of students with pass grades in different subject exam in Wales in 2003. The chart groups the students according to the subject, divide the subject groups into boys and girls. There are clear differences between boys and the girls. So this is our introduction. So what actually is the bar chart about? About is, all information. In introduction, you don't need to give details, but just, tell me, okay, for example, this bar chart, it's about this and just this. And if you want to actually mention the year, you only say, for example, which year, just 2003. And you don't need to talk about details, I don't know, different subject like math, English, science, just, a total and a general information. Now, this is an introduction. Similar numbers of girls achieved pass grades in all the subjects. The number of girls with pass grades ranged from the highest number of just over. Okay, let's check. Okay, pass grade range from the highest number for girls. Of course, it's really bad because this is black and white. Girl, okay, this column, yeah. These shades belong to girls. Okay, so tell me.
It's like I don't understand the meaning of the sentence. Similar
Which
number.
which sentence? Which sentence do?
Similar numbers of girls achieve pass grades.
Okay, of course, similar numbers of girls. Okay, it means, for example, we can say similar number, the same number. Number means, okay, people, the number of girls, for example, 1, 2, 3, 10, I don't know, 100 girls, okay, of girls achieved, could get pass grade, pass, okay, in all the subjects. So let's check. This is okay. This is, for example, as you can see, we have, we have the similar, okay? And the highest range, highest number, we are going to find the highest number that is, can you see? Let me show you.
Yes.
Okay, with red line. Okay, this is, I can see, this is the highest number, yeah, and of course, this one, yeah, this column. Can you see? Here. Okay, so what's the number? 60,000. And we say it's over because, as you can see, 60,000 is here in this line here, and it's a little, just over, a little just over it, so over 60,000. So this is the highest number. Get it?
Yeah, yes, okay.
Very good. Number 2. And to the lowest number of just, okay, let's check the lowest number. You say, okay, the lowest number for girls. Let's check them.
40,000.
Okay, 40,000. Yes, let me check. Of course, yes, definitely just over. Let me check. This is 40. And okay, we can consider it this one. Yeah, so, as you can see, just over. So, very good. A difference of around, okay, around, girls did best in art. Okay, let's check art, math, and so a difference of around what? Girls, art. What's the difference between this and this? Okay.
I think that
what? Okay. So let's check. Okay. This is art. Okay. It's about, over 50,000. So here, over 50,000. Okay. So, and of course, this is about art. So just over, so we have 30,000, a difference of around how many girls, the difference. Okay, we can consider, this one to this one, the difference, the highest, and of course, so we can consider it as about 20, yeah, it's about 20,000, yeah, get it?
Yeah, yes.
Very good. So 20,000 did best in art and math. Okay, let's check here, math, as you can see, and another one, another that is good, very good. Let's check.
English.
Yeah, of course, and English. Very good. Okay, and why the lowest pass rate, the lowest score was in, let's check, the lowest one is in?
History.
Of course, history. As you can see, with a small difference, this is the lowest one. And was in history. Girls achieved, okay, passes than boys. Okay, let's check. Okay, what should I write here? I have then. Let's check. So as I said, this can be comparative, more than, less than. Do you know about comparative adjectives? Yeah. So let's check. More than boys or less than boys. Let's check. As you can see, I think let's compare them. Boys, we have just, a good column, a high rise in math. But about the others, I can see girls are better, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, girls are better. So more or less?
Like girls achieve more passes than boys in sports.
Excellent. Very good. Boys in four subjects. English. Okay, now name four subjects. Which subject? The first one is English. The second one is
History. No,
history
art, English,
and
and history, art and English.
art, English, history, and the last one, another one that girls are better.
Geography.
Geography, very good. And okay, well, okay, and okay was achieved, history, and of course, and the last one, and more passes English, geography, history, and of course, art. Very good. So I want to say something. As you can see, we could complete this actually information without using these words from the box. You know, we couldn't check them, but we could complete. I want to say something. Of course, here I have some words that can help you to find the answers, but you don't need. You only need to pay attention to the information of bar chart, just this, and you can find, if you pay attention, you can find the details. Well, that is really easy. Okay, so as you can see, we have introduction, and of course, we have the second part. Of course, we don't have a really good overview, but it's okay. We can consider it as an overview. So this is about the second part about bar chart. Now, let's do something. Okay, this bar chart, would you help me to underline the keywords and anchor words in this introduction, please? Just tell me and I underline.
The keyword, I think that shows.
Okay, it shows. Excellent. So, and
Then I'm not sure if the numbers of students is the keyword.
the number of students, no, actually, no, you don't need to use it as a keyword. You don't need to change it. Okay, so another one.
I think with pass grade.
Excellent. With pass grade. Very good. Excellent. Okay, and now would you give me an anchor word?
I think that is departure.
Yeah, the bar chart. So let me actually circle it so that, I think it's better to just wait. Okay, so so that you, okay, don't get confused. Okay, so bar chart. I'm sorry, I need to underline. Okay, circle this one and
the number of students, the number in thousands of students.
yeah, of course, in thousand, of course, this is an anchor. We can't use it as use the synonym. And of course, we have the year, of course, and we have Wales. Of course, this is a name of place, so we can't change it. Okay. So as you can see, we can now, if I want to make it, I don't know, if I want to rewrite it in a different way, I can say the bar chart, instead of show, I can say illustrate. So, oh, this is white. So let me change the color to black so that you can see.
Yeah.
Okay. Illustrate. It means show. Illustrate, show. So you can say illustrate number, okay, and the students who, for example, succeed, yeah, pass grade, it means who were successful, yeah, you can use, for example, and of course, according to the subject, we don't need to change in subjects because they're anchors. Well,
Yeah.
Let's keep going. Okay, this is writing. Well, huh. Let me say something about this one. Of course, when you're going to explain chart, of course, you don't mention the exact numbers, right? Exactly, for example, 2000, exactly 3000. Something it's about, you're not sure, you don't want to mention. So you can use some words and phrases like just over, just under. When there is a small distance, you can say just over or just under. Okay, when the supernova is small distance. And of course, we have highest, lowest, and from, for example, about, around. For example, it's about 2000. It's not 2000. For example, 2000, I don't know. And 300, for example, 300, 2300. Okay, so something like this. So it's about, it's around. Well, now, write a paragraph describing the boys' results shown in bar chart in exercise 2. Begin with a general sentence about the boys' pass rates. Then give specific details and numbers. Use the paragraph about the girls as a model. The words and phrases in the box will also help you. Write approximately 90 words. No, you don't need to write 90 words, but it's okay. You can use this, but let's check again. Okay, I have something like here. This is something like sample, but I want you not to use this one. Try to write for yourself, okay?
Yes. Good.
Yeah, on your own.
Question.
Yeah.
I think that the sentence example uh, like in the example the example sentence is similar numbers of girls against pass rate in other subjects. Can we
Yeah.
uh, do do we have any questions? But it has the same meaning with this sentence. We can find
Okay, so you don't know. I'm sorry. Just let me say something. I can't hear you clearly. I don't know why. I can hear a really bad noise when you stop talking. So I don't know. It's because of the speaker or something like this. I can't hear you. But if as I realized, you asked me to paraphrase to use the synonym for this sentence. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, you can say the same number of girls could get or could achieve, okay, for example, were successful to and could get the same scores in all subjects, the same numbers. As you can see, for example, they are really close. When you consider, you can see, for example, this column, this column, this column, they're really close. So the same number of girls could get the past number, okay, in
yes.
subject, just this. Get it?
Yes.
Well, now let's take a look at this part and try to write.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm. Hmm. Can I see again the pie chart to describe?
Of course. You can see.
Mm.
Just 3 or 4 lines is, are okay. Just this, one paragraph. Just introduction.
Yeah. Oh, just introduction. Oh.
Yeah, of course, that's enough. I want you try to explain the chart, just this introduction. Okay. And would you read it, please, if you finish?
No.
Of course, it's okay. I'm writing.
Let me see. No, I think that I'm finished because
Okay.
yeah.
It's okay. Okay. Can I have your answer, please? Yeah. The bar chart above illustrates the numbers in thousands of students with doing well. With doing well in different examination in Wales, okay, in 2000. Okay, so we have something, here. The bar chart above. Of course, you don't need, it's better to say, if I were you, I would say, let me write something. Okay, here. If I were you, I would write, oh God. Well, I need to change the colors to white and black. Okay. The given chart, instead of the chart above, I say the given chart. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is shows, illustrate. Okay, very good. And you can say the number of students, the numbers of students in thousand, okay, in thousand, put in brackets or actually parentheses. That's really important. We're doing well now. When, for example, you can say could succeed in different, for example, subject or examination. So could succeed is better. Okay, in what? In 2000. So you can say something like this. With doing well, is not really good because, of course, it can be the synonym, but we need to use a better word. So could succeed is better. It means they passed. So this is better. Okay, that's very good. Excellent. Okay. Well, I want to ask you something. Okay, why have you focused on this book?
Which one?
Hohen. Am I right, Hohen? It's a lead for the first session. It's a little hard to pronounce your name. Hohen, am I right?
You can you can speak Hoang or Hoang is
Hohen.
not, but it's not a matter. Yeah.
Of course. Okay, so tell me, why have you actually, I want to know about this because you focus on writing. So what about the other sections? Why actually haven't you focused on the other sections like listening, speaking, I don't know, for example, uh, reading? Why? Did you choose this book or your teacher recommended?
Like I think that I'm I'm not good at like I'm not so good at writing.
Of course. So you need to focus on writing. Yeah, of
Yes,
course.
and
So, okay.
listening too.
So what about the listening and reading? So are you good at listening and reading? Of course, speaking is good.
It's like I, in my opinion, like I need to improve all my skill in speaking, listening, reading, and writing for
Of
this.
course. Of course, of course. Let me say something. IELTS is different from general English. Of course, you can be a really good speaker in general, but you can not be a good speaker in IELTS. So they're different. For example, in IELTS speaking, we normally use some vocabulary or phrases or either idioms that we normally don't. For
Yeah,
example, in general speaking, we don't need to use them. Or for
yeah,
writing, of course, or for listening, of course, the listening of IELTS is definitely different from general. So, for example, you can watch a movie and understand all phrases, all sentences, all dialects. It's okay. But, you can listen to the audio track in IELTS and actually are not able to understand. So that is really different. Because of this, of course, this book is really good book. But I think we need to focus on four
yeah,
skills.
yes,
Yeah. Because I think, of course, this is my opinion, and of
yeah,
course, your opinion is really important to me. That is really important because, of course, I think, the other book, let me show you something. Let me show you something. Okay. Well, Collins is really good book, but of course, this book, of course, the easy one. Let me check. Okay, this is level 1, but of course, this book includes level 1, 2, 3. That is really actually good book for writing for includes 4 sections. And there are a lot of exercises in this book, listening, writing, speaking, and of course, reading. They're really good. And of course, we have book 1, book 2, book 3, and of course, we have starter 1 that is really easy. So, for example, this is the first one, of course, writing section. Let me show you. As you can see, for example, about food and drink, writing, okay, and we have a pie chart and bar chart. There are some questions, and as you can see, there are lots of, okay, examples, sample questions, sample answers, and then we have a model answer, and we have the exam skills. This is your exam. Each session you will have an exam. Then we have, for example, listening section, again about food and drink. Now, this section focus and actually concentrates on listening. We have some audio tracks. You can listen and answer. So actually, I normally work this book because I really like it. I'm really, I'm a big fan of this book. This is a really good book for the people who actually are going to sit for an IELTS test. But of course, I need to talk to, customer support, of course, and of course, ask them to
yeah, yeah.
change the book, of course. But if you agree, if you like, as I told you, that is really important. You like it or no?
Actually, like now I can, uh, like I don't really know that I'm good at what section. So it's so uh, I think that's
So let's do
that
something.
that
Yeah.
now I know the I don't know how to describe I how um
Don't get nervous and focus on
yeah,
actually.
I'm not nervous. It's like I think
Of course.
uh I think that you are a teacher, so you can help me. So it's up to you.
Of course, of course. Thank you. Thank you. Of course, I want to actually find the best way to help you to improve your skills because, you are a really good speaker. That is really important to me. And of course, I think you can have a whole. You can improve all your skills, of course, not only for IELTS. For example, speaking, every session you will learn a lot of words and phrases that you can use in everyday conversation. It's not actually only about IELTS. But this book is really good book. Let's do something. Okay, we have time. So let's try it. Yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, of course, it's not bad. For example, well, okay. This is the first book. Yeah, okay, so. Well, yeah, relationships. Okay, so, well, let's talk about your family. I want to ask you, this is a reading section, but I want to ask you a question. Okay, would you talk about your family? How many people are there in your immediate family? Let me write something here. Immediate family. How many people? It means, what does it mean? When I say immediate family, your family includes mom, dad, sister, brother, your closest. Okay, how many people?
There are 4 people.
Okay.
Me and my younger brother.
Yeah, of course. So there are 4 people. Now, you answer this question. There are 4. They are really good for general English. Now, how can we make it to the IELTS one? Let's change it to another form. I can say 4 people make up my immediate family. It means there are 4 people. So make up is a really good verb to use. 4 people make up my immediate family. Yeah, so you can use. Very good. And now tell me, how is your relation? Do you get along well with your family members? Do you get along well? Get along. It means have a good relation together.
Yeah. Yes, of course.
Yes.
I get on well. But what is the question? What question, teacher? Could you repeat
Okay.
it?
Of course, of course. Do you get along well with your sister and brother, with your family members?
Just in my immediate family.
Yeah, of course. I'm talking about the immediate family.
I get uh I got yes, I get along well with my younger brother.
Excellent. You said, yeah, yes, of course. Yes, of course, really good. Really good. But if I were you, I could say most definitely. Yeah, it means, of course, definitely, most definitely, instead of yes, of course. So you can use this word or this phrase. Most definitely. Very good. Excellent. Most definitely. We get along really well. Yeah, very good. Excellent. Now let's take a look at the book. Okay. So, well, let's take a look at this picture. And okay, tell me, can you guess actually, the role of these people in the picture? For example, this one is father, grandpa, uncle, father-in-law.
I think that's his grandpa.
Grandpa, of course. And what about this one?
Father.
And this one?
Grandpa. Grandma.
Yeah, of course, grandma. Now, let's take a look at this word, okay? Well, Blood is thicker than water. We have some proverbs in English. Proverb, something like this. Blood is thicker than water. Of course, we call these types of sentences proverbs that, are the kind of sentences that's normally actually the meaning of them is different from, the sentence. For example, say blood is thicker than water. Of course, definition is different from, written form, they're different. So this is proverb. Okay. As you can see, we have, I want to read this part. You're going to read about advantages of living in an extended family. Now let's talk about extended family. What does it mean? Oh, I need to change the color again. Oh, God. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, extended family. We have an immediate family, closest family, and extended family. Includes grandpa, grandma, sometimes aunts. So let's read about advantages of living in an extended family, not just parents and children. And which of the following advantages do you think are the most important? Let's read. Okay, I'm going to read this word. Blood is thicker than what? Yeah, I'm sorry.
Can I have a question? It's like why you don't get you don't get me to read this, and
I
I
want you to read. Actually, I want you to read. I thought you want me to read.
no, it's like because like my previous teacher, like they just get me to read about this, and but you just read, and I afraid that because you reading for a long time, so maybe you will exhaust it, maybe like this.
I'm sorry, I need, would you explain it? I couldn't get it, what you mean. You said your previous teacher, yeah, used
Like
to ask you to
yes,
read.
they just make me to read or sometime like this, and but you just read this for a long time, so I afraid of that you can be like exhausted because of reading for a long time.
Huh, of course, you get exhausted because of reading.
No, it's like you.
Oh, me, of
Yeah.
course. About me, no. Of course. Actually, let me say something. We have two types of reading because of that. I asked you if you want to read or no. Of course, if you read is definitely, the best way to learn. You read because of the pronunciation, because of new vocab. So it's better you to read, and of course, I listen to you. But I can't force you. Because of this, I asked you. If you read it, I
Ah,
will be really thankful.
so because like because I didn't hear clearly the question, so uh, uh
So you can read. Let me show
yes,
you. Okay, read okay, this is instruction. This
yeah,
is instruction. What should you do? Read it and then please read this word.
yes. Blood is thicker than water. Blood is thicker than water. This means that family is more important than anyone else. Many young people thought spend more time with their friends than with their family. They value their friends' opinions more and enjoy their company. When it's time to visit grandma or go to a cousin's wedding, teenagers often prefer to be left at home. But are they missing out? B. In Asia, the Middle East, South America, and Sub-Saharan Africa, over 40% of children live in families with other adults, such as aunts, uncles, and grandparents, in addition to their parents. In South Africa, it is almost 70%. On the other hand, in Europe, Australia, and North America, Less than 25% of children live in extended families. Is the lack of close contact with relatives putting some children at a disadvantage?
Very good. Yeah, thank you. Okay, keep going. Well, see.
The people they live with have a great influence on the way children grow up. Those who live with their extended family have many advantages. They usually get lots of love and attention. When parents often have more time to read to children and play with them, as they are often retired, they are not always busy and stressed as many parents are. They have learned to be patient and they have already handled most of the problems children and young people face. D. It is good for children to grow up to understand the needs of older people. They may become more caring and less selfish if they spend time helping their grandparents. Children learn about the past from grandparents' stories. Sometimes they feel closer to their grandparents than to their parents. Young adults often feel that living alone will be exciting, but they forget that it can be also be lonely. By remaining with the family during this stage of their lives, they can avoid this. They can also save money for their education and future. If young people whose grandparents live far away can gain some of these advantages by keeping in close contact by phone, email, letters, and visits. It is nice to know there is someone you can go to if you have a problem, as the Italian proverb says. So,
You don't need to read it. You don't need, this is Italian, so you don't need to read it. Okay.
if things aren't going well, call your grandmother. Z. Friends are important to young people, but friends come and go. Your family is always on your side. Grandparents won't be there forever. Appreciate them while you can.
Excellent. Yeah, thank you. Okay, very good. Thank you. Well, may I ask you if you have any proverbs in Vietnam, Vietnamese proverb? Do you have any?
Yes, a lot of.
Would you give me one of them, and of course, definition? What does it mean in English?
Uh, the first one is uh, proverb is giặc đến nhà đàn bà cũng đánh. This means that when the like that my country have been like exposed by lots of big countries from lots of years ago. So this means that when the the enemies come, um, not means like when the enemies come to our house, um, if that time there isn't any men or boys, girls and some like grandma and girls and women, uh,
Yeah.
like they will face with the enemy.
Yeah, of course. I got it. So if, enemy attacks
Yeah,
your
yeah,
country, no
yeah.
matter women, men, boys, and girls, all people defend country. Yeah, that's great. I got it. Thank you. Ah, good proverb. Yeah, of course. Very good. Okay, now you read actually reading a text about, extended family. Now I want to ask you a question about extended family. Tell me, is it good or bad to live with, I don't know, grandparents or to live in extended family? Or which one would you prefer? Live in extended family or live in, for example, I don't know, small family like just immediate family? Which one do you prefer?
I think that's extend. No, just immediate family.
Just immediate family, of course, of course. And why? Why do you like to live with grandparents?
Because if you live with extended family, sometimes like we can have conflicts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got it. I got it. So it's a little hard, you think? Okay, yeah, it's a little hard to live. Okay, now, do you have a good, I don't know, relation with your cousins?
Cousin. Lots of too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. And tell me, do you have a nephew or niece? No, you don't, because you have a younger sister.
No, no, young. I have younger brother
A
and
younger brother and older sister, yeah?
no, just younger brother.
I'm sorry. I thought you had a sister. You don't have a sister, so it's okay. So you won't have a niece, but maybe in the future you will have a nephew. Okay, do you know what does it mean when you say nephew?
Yes.
Okay, and niece, of course.
Yeah.
So very good. So your sister's, okay, daughter or sister or brother, daughter can be niece, sister or brother, son can be your nephew. So in the future, you will have a niece or nephew. Okay. Well, now according to the text that you read, let's actually answer these questions. Tell me, okay, if it's advantage or no. Older people are fun to live with. Is this advantage or disadvantage?
Uh, mm,
Can be advantage, yeah? It's
yeah.
fun to live with your grandparents. Advantage, good
Uh,
point. And positive point. Number two, older people are patient and experienced. Advantage or disadvantage? Positive or negative?
I think the positive. Yes, of course.
Advantage, of course. Number three, you can save money by living together.
Yeah, just with my family. Yes. Okay.
It's really good. And grandparents are not as busy as parents.
Yes, of course.
And children get plenty of love and attention when you live with your mom and dad or when you live with grandparents.
I think that both of this.
Yeah, both of them, of course, but, grandparents, actually pay a lot of attention and love to the children, grandchildren, I think. It's really
Yeah.
good. Well, very good. Okay, now, okay, let's keep going. Well, we have some words from the text and we need to match them to the definition. Try to guess. For example, number one, value.
Value. Uh, mm, what- can we change to the next word?
Of course. Number two, influence.
Influence. Uh, Z. Have an.
Okay, of course, have an effect on G. Very good. Number three, stressed. Stressed.
A. Yeah.
Excellent. Handled.
And B.
B. Okay, very good. Selfish.
Um, I think that D.
D. Be grateful for. Selfish. It means you only think about yourself.
Yeah. F.
Self-centered.
F. Yes.
Yeah, of
F.
course. Very good. Gain.
C.
Okay, very good. Proverb.
E, yeah.
Of
E.
course, very good. Appreciate.
D.
It means D, of course, be grateful, be thankful for. And we have the value. It means believe something is important. It means value it. Okay, so this is about vocabulary. Good, you know this. Okay, well, now let me ask you, okay, another question. Okay, so, well, okay, just, well, so as you can see, we have some, highlighted words in the text. You can see, for example, value. And as I told you, there are keywords. Just let me say something. We have this part of questions, short answer questions. That is really easy because normally the answers of these questions are in order. For example, if the answer